to see what they were actually going, like what's the
purpose.
points
Try to figure out
on the map that they're going to.
Yeah.
And they were actually going to the point that we wanted to visit.
Yeah. Wanted to do like an action again. So it's like kind of a full circle kind of situation.
Yeah, this is us. Yeah, but they were just like, it's more of was an act of observation for us, and like
documenting kind of thing.
yeah, it was actually, and like we started to see them as like they were looking for different monuments, and visiting them in the city, but like for us and for other people, it happened that they were kind of live monuments of like the nation that's, I don't know, like kind of, because of their uniforms, they were kind of intrusive intruders in the space.
In the public space, but also it's like kind of, it kind of led to discussion about imperialism and how like we keep a certain rule in place because of those kind of bodies in place, and like having like more than just one body, it represents something that is bigger and stronger in a way. So yeah, so it was about like more discussion and kind of following a group of super powerful in a public space. So it kind of close the circle in a way.
And maybe I will say the quote.
Yes. By the idea of like army and the place of army and the decision to make the army, so we were just having a kind of a talk together, and then we acknowledged
that we were like here. It's when they're coming back from that situation with the monument here. But while they were like appreciating the view, or they had a tour, so they were listening to someone. But as we were like standing on the backs to them, so that's what is behind us, literally, where we were standing there. Like because we were standing that way, older men appeared in front of us and started to like, with shaking body, started to talk to something towards them, like to quote right now.
About like the mission not being like not being proud of like of what they're doing actually.
Yeah, like it's kind of mimicking that you're actually trying to like you're not an actual security. All of you are like not. All what you're doing is basically not worth your time, and you're actually like fucked up for what you're doing.
The old man was saying that
towards the army, yeah.
And we were kind of in between the scenes that happened.
Yeah, and we were just like observing them, but then all of a sudden he appeared, and obviously we didn't film him to show you, but.
And talking about like the reasons why, like because we were talking about that, the reasons why you like you go to like in this particular context of like joining the army, which is like there's a lot. But then yes, so we were having like a casual discussion, but then it was reaffirmed by the men who were shouting at them, and shouting actually when David was translating to me, shouting the same discussion that we were having in English, but towards
like he was a complete stranger, but all of a sudden he like repeated what we were basically saying, but just from completely different generation, like completely different perspective. When we could suppose, like, project on him that he would be like with them or something, like narrative-wise, but. Yeah, and that's what also was kind of